So what if the person sitting across from you, the one who seems absolutely flawless on a first date, is actually showing you their biggest red flag?
I mean, it's a terrifying thought,
Right.
honestly.
It really is. But welcome to today's deep dive. We are equipping you with the ultimate modern dating survival skill, which is navigating early interactions without losing your mind or your optimism.
Right, maintaining that optimism is key.
Exactly. We're pulling some great insights today from the relationship and social etiquette section of the Weddizer website. It's this really fantastic resource, and we're exploring a concept they call red flag etiquette. Basically, why healthy skepticism is your best friend.
Yeah, and to actually apply that skepticism, we have to look at the mechanics of early dating communication.
Mm.
You know, we need to understand why it is inherently so unreliable.
Totally. I like to think of a first date like a movie trailer.
Oh, that's a perfect analogy.
Right. Because the editors, which in this case is your date, are deliberately manipulating the footage to make even a terrible movie look like an Oscar winner.
Yeah, they cut out all the boring parts.
Yeah. They add a great soundtrack, and they only show you the absolute highlight reel. Okay, let's unpack this. When someone sits across from you and confidently declares, like, I never play games in dating, we naturally want to take that at face value.
What's fascinating here is a psychological mechanism called early idealization.
Early idealization. Okay, what is that?
So, when people make those really bold claims early on, they aren't necessarily, malicious liars.
Right?
The pressure to secure a new partner is just really intense. So they project the relationship they want to build or the person they wish they were rather than the reality of what they can actually sustain.
Ah, so they're selling you a dream to fast track intimacy.
Precisely.
But wait, hold on. Isn't there a chance they're just like a nervous romantic? If someone tells you they fall in love quickly, how do we separate someone who just wears their heart on their sleeve from an actual walking red flag?
Well, a harmless quirk lacks demanding intensity. A true red flag, psychologically speaking, is fundamentally about boundary crossing and control.
Okay, so what's an example of that?
Take overly grand promises from the Weddizer piece. If someone says, we're going to get married someday on date number 1,
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
it isn't romance. That is love bombing. They're using this overwhelming, unearned affection to manufacture rapid emotional dependency.
Wow. So it forces a false sense of security before you've even learned their middle name.
Exactly.
It creates this illusion of a soulmate connection specifically to bypass your normal vetting process.
Yes. Another major flag they point out is the X factor.
The all my exes are crazy speech.
Yep, that's the one. Blaming absolutely all past partners for failed relationships signals zero emotional accountability. A secure person recognizes their own role in past dynamics.
Right. And then you have excessive self-praise.
Oh, definitely.
Like someone constantly proclaiming, everyone says I'm the nicest person. That's actually revealing a deep insecurity, isn't it?
It is. Secure individuals just don't need to vocalize their traits because their actions do the talking. Insecure people need that constant verbal validation from you to maintain their persona.
So, okay, the trailer takes a weird turn. You spot the flag. What's the immediate game plan? You don't just, flip the table and walk out of the restaurant.
No, please don't do that.
Yeah, the core of red flag etiquette is staying polite and avoiding immediate judgment. You just shift into observation mode.
Right. You use curiosity as a diagnostic tool. Instead of confronting a bizarre claim, you just ask a really gentle follow-up question.
Like what?
Say they insist they're completely over a very recent ex. Just casually ask, oh, what helped you move on so quickly?
Ah, you're forcing them off the rehearsed script.
Yes, because they have the script prepared for that bold initial claim, but they haven't written the dialogue for the follow-up.
That makes so much sense.
That unscripted answer, whether they stumble, get defensive, or actually provide a mature response, will give you a highly accurate read on their true emotional reality.
And adopting this healthy skepticism isn't about becoming a cynical detective scribbling notes under the table.
Not at all.
It's just about protecting your emotional well-being. You are simply giving both yourself and the other person the necessary space so that consistent actions can validate those early, highly polished words.
Because trust requires a track record.
Mhm.
It cannot be established during a single impressive conversation over appetizers.
Which brings up a final thought to leave you with today.
Let's hear it.
If consistency and time are the only true indicators of authenticity, how many dates does it actually take before you are finally introduced to the real person sitting across from you?
That is the big question.
When does the carefully edited movie trailer end and the messy, beautiful feature film actually begin? something to mull over next time you sit down across from a stranger.